began almost 150 years ago in eastern North America.
There are many countries around the world rich in oil, including Saudi Arabia, Canada, Iraq, Iran, Kuwait, Venezuela, Russia and Libya.
The Middle East has more than 2/3 of the world's known oil reserves.
Just 15 countries account for 75% of oil production and 95% of world oil reserves.
If we keep using oil at today's rate, it may run out in less than 60 years.
The basic science of peak oil emerged from the work of petroleum geologist M. King Hubbert back in the mid-1950s when he realized that oil discoveries in the U.S. were already declining, and that clearly discoveries from individual oil fields had already reached their peak and were declining, and he began wondering when U.S. production altogether would reach its peak. And on the basis of his calculations, he forecast that U.S. oil production would peak around 1970. Since that time, we've seen oil production in country after country reach its maximum and begin its long-term decline. So the question is, when will the world as a whole peak? Predictions range from basically this year to about 2030 or even 2035. More and more analysts are starting to line up on, I guess you'd say, more of the depletionist side, saying that the peak is more likely to occur sooner rather than later, probably by 2010. Because the whole industrial period, the last 150 years, has been based on cheap energy, using energy to produce more things and transport them further in ever larger quantities. And without cheap energy, it's unlikely that we'll be able to continue economic growth. Without economic growth, whole economies will begin to stagger and collapse.
In 1990, Iraq invaded Kuwait and tried to take over its oil fields.